halfaldeen.com. Do you want to know what makes love grow? What makes love grow? It's half of your deen, said the Prophet, peace be on him. Half of your deen. It's part of Islam, increasing your iman. Half of our deen. halfaldeen.com.
Why women get stressed.
The biggest problem between men and women is that we think the opposite sex thinks like we do. They don't. This is why they're called the opposite sex. You see, when a guy sees another guy stressed out, we don't call him and say, hey, you want to talk about your problem? That's not how guys do things. We figure if a guy can't resolve his own problem, he'll contact us, and that's what usually happens. So when a guy asks another guy for help, he's asking for a solution to his problem. Guys, this is where the confusion happens with girls, because when a girl starts talking about a problem, the first thing we start doing is, here's a solution, here's a solution, here's a solution. But she doesn't want your solution. And then you wonder, why is she asking me if she doesn't want my solution? And then you're like, forget it, I'm wasting my time. And then an argument happens, and a disagreement happens, and this and that. And next thing you know, you're not talking to each other over nonsense. And I'm trying to make sense out of it, inshallah. So here we go. She gets frustrated because she's not looking for a solution. And he gets frustrated because he thinks she doesn't value his solution. Sounds like a beginning of an argument, so let's clear up the channels of communication before the war starts. Most of the time, girls don't want a solution to a problem, they just want someone to hear them out. This is very hard for guys to understand because we are naturally problem solvers and we suck at listening. That's why many of us guys get told, you just don't listen. Even though we thought we were listening. Because for girls, listening means showing empathy, not throwing out solutions. One of the biggest mistakes between husband and wife is we assume our spouse thinks like we do. You see, for guys, when we get stressed out, we want to be left alone. So a rookie husband would probably look at his wife that's really stressed out and say, she looks really stressed out. Maybe I should leave her alone. Big mistake! Yeah, that's maybe what you want, but that's not what she wants. If you leave her alone, it's only going to make things worse. You see, guys, when we're stressed, we just want to be left alone, and that's how we resolve our problems. But girls handle their stress completely differently. For girls, they need to talk through their problems with somebody else. They do this because this is how they process their thoughts. In other words, all you have to do is listen and show empathy, and she'll think you're the best husband in the whole wide world. Trust me. If you don't believe me, ask her. She's sitting right next to you. Unless you're not married, then you can go to halfaldeen.com where I will try to help you find someone to get married to. Ali, was that a plug? No, that's not a plug. This is a plug. Also, while I'm at it, let me make sure I mention listening does not mean every time she starts talking about a problem, you interrupt and say, oh, you know what you should do? They hate that because they assume you're not listening because you're sitting there problem solving when you should be listening. And if you listen to her problems and sympathize with her feelings, she'll love you even more. As simple as the advice is in my videos, I myself forget all the time because naturally I think like a guy. I feel like I'm constantly swimming against the waves, but it's worth it because the tranquility in marriage is priceless. A lot of arguments in marriage are over nonsense, and I hope these videos will inshallah prevent many of those unnecessary arguments. If you'd like to see more videos about understanding the opposite sex, please visit my new website, halfaldeen.com, where I try to help people find their other half, inshallah. This is Ali reminding you just in case you forgot. halfaldeen.com. Can we play it? Play it!
halfaldeen.com. Do you want to know what makes love grow? What makes love grow? It's half of your deen, said the Prophet, peace be on him. Half of your deen. It's part of Islam, increasing your iman. Half of our deen. halfaldeen.com.